Guys, let's get right into it. This video is made in partnership with Kalshi. And wouldn't you know it, Kalshi has a market on whether the UFC will crown a new champion this year. Now, you know me, I don't predict fights, I foretell destinies. And looking at this market, I've got opinions. Here's how it works. If you trade a contract at 45 cents, the market says there's a 45% chance that this happens. If it does, that contract pays out $1, more than doubling your money. Same deal at 60 cents. Market says 60% chance. Put $100 in at 60 cents, you're going to walk out with about $166. At 45 cents, roughly $222. Kalshi flips the script. It's the largest legal prediction market in the United States. Available in all 50 states, and these are real money trades between real people. Kalshi works like the stock market. It matches traders with each other. No VIG, no house edge. No limiting you because you're winning too much. They've got over 1 million users, and they facilitated over $2 billion in trades. And get this, Kalshi even pays interest on long-term positions. You can earn before the market even resolves. If you want to try it out, Kalshi is giving $10 to anybody that signs up at kalshi.com/Chael. Use the code Chael and trade $100. Go check it out and trade like the bad guy.
I was on the road. I was on the road doing a show for something called Vice TV, called Dark Side. And I'm watching Fight Pass. Got my little device, I'm killing my time. Traveling, I'm watching Fight Pass. This fight ends. I believe this fight took place on the East Coast because the gentleman in question had an East Coast accent. I'm going to say New Jersey. It could have been New York, but for the sake of my story, you get it right. And he's around 155 pounds, and he might be 145 pounds, and he's got a good look to him. He looks like an athletic guy. He's got a little facial hair. He grabs the microphone. He cuts a promo. And there's so many things that go into a promo. There really are. I mean, first off is to have it prepared, to know what you're going to be able to say, to have practiced it so you can rattle it off. But you got to do all of this while having a message. Right, you got to make an ask. You got to have somewhere that this goes. And if people like the promo, there's some kind of an ask, a call to action. A call out is a perfect example. He has it. He has everything. And he delivers most importantly, he delivers the scripted, prepared, rehearsed promo as though it wasn't a scripted, rehearsed promo. It's great. This dude is smooth on the microphone, and he gets to Dana. He wants to give a message directly to Dana White. Well, this is on Fight Pass. This is Dana's network. There's nowhere Dana would rather see somebody succeed than on his own network. Like, if he had a choice of what a feeder program was going to be, he would love to take guys that are coming through programs on his, everything is going great. Everything is going great. And he talks about Sean Shelby and Hunter Campbell, and he says, what's the other, like he forgot Dana's name. He says, and what is that other musketeer? Okay, we're doing great. The three musketeers, we're doing great. You've named two of them, like Sean Shelby and Hunter Campbell. This is great. These are respected people. What's the other musketeer? That's great. Musketeers are playful. Like, everything is going just fine. And he breaks bad. He starts to tease Dana. Oh no. I mean, I really remember thinking that I'm on an airplane. Everything's going fine. I'm enjoying this guy. It's to the point that I'm gonna rewind this. My mother, I'm gonna give I'm gonna have her watch it. Like, this dude is doing everything right, and all of a sudden, he takes a left turn and he pretends that he can't remember Dana's name. Now, okay, we're not too far yet. And the Musketeers aren't bad, and not to mention the Shelby of Dana's, the company of Dana's own guys with Shelby Hunter. Like, everything's fine until it's not. So he goes after Dana, and then he wraps the whole thing up. Right, his message to Dana ultimately was, "Get your checkbook ready." This is a great line. "Get your checkbook ready. The next big star is here. Let's make some money." It's just this part in the middle. He's got this part in the middle, and I remember just going, "Oh no!" I like actually having a concern for him. Okay, it's like, okay, you rehearsed this somewhere, you practiced these lines somewhere, which means you got advice somewhere. Who advised you to attack the boss? Where in the world? Where in the world do you get hired by attacking the boss, right? I mean, it's a very basic, and this isn't what was in the guy's heart. What was in the guy's heart was to go out, get a win. He's excited. He's high on adrenaline. He's got this scripted promo. Now it's a question of, do I have the courage to deliver it or not? So there are some things, believe it or not, that are so bad, you can make it work. Like you can blow something to such a high degree that the world can know, okay, he blew it. He blew it, but we get the effort and you get a pass. And there was a part of me that thought this might be it. And I kind of thought, nobody really listens. I'm promo guy. I'm more into the promos than anybody else. This is a small thing on Fight Pass. Let me find this guy. Let me find this guy and reach out. Somebody has to say, you don't know anything until you know. Let me reach out to him. Hey, look, going after the boss, bad idea. Well, turns out I was not the only one that saw this. Turns out, before I can blink an eye, Bloody Elbow has it as their headline, and they did not hold back. They didn't put watch this promo, tell us what you think. No. They called this guy goofy. They said, I think it was Ben Folks, who, by the way, if you're not following, Ben Folks is half comedian. I mean, he started out as pure MMA guy. I think it's on accident. I don't think Ben is aware of how funny he is, but go and click and give him a follow. And even Ben is like, yeah, hey, this isn't going to work. Luke Thomas, who I think goes into the category of hater. Does Luke go into the category of hater? I mean, he's pretty hard on the UFC. Luke Thomas put out a story. And he's like, hey, if anybody wants to see how not to get signed with the UFC in one promo, click here. All right. But I'm still holding out hope for this guy, because I know what he was going for. I know his heart was in the right spot. Okay. Dana put out a tweet. Uh-oh. Dana saw it. And remember a moment ago when I told you sometimes things can be so bad that they work? Turns out this wasn't one of those times. This was just bad. Now, from Dana's perspective was nothing about, the Musketeer or me. Or Dana's perspective is, listen, dude, you didn't have a very good fight. If you're going to grab a mic and you're going to talk about being the UFC champion, you have better have just had a very good fight. Yours was not. I am in the great fighter business, but I'm also in the entertainment business, and you did not pass the test. Save the promo, save the call out until you had a great fight. Do I need to say any more? I mean, I feel like you guys have the story. I felt for the guy. I really did. I wanted to come on and do a correction piece. Tosh 2.0. You guys ever watch that? Tosh will do this comeback section where somebody went viral online, and it was so they humiliated themselves and it went viral. And Tosh will have them on, play the video, and let them say what happened, which most of us relate to, which is, yeah, I got caught up in a bad moment and I am humiliated. I really wish that video wasn't out there. And we all give them a pass, because we all know we need that same pass. We all know we've had those same moments and just didn't get caught on camera. That was my vision for this. Hey, we're going to fix it. We're going to help dude out. And it's not as though all hope is gone, but there are corrections that are being demonstrated. Now he has an opportunity. Go win a fight. Hey, the promo, the effort, the energy, I thought he had pretty good delivery. The material specifically, and the advisors that gave that material, let's get a little better shtick in the future.